Hey, Serene and Simple Life peeps. Glad you've come back to class for part 2. Decided to split up the power, which was in the last video, last class, the power and safety into 2 classes. I'm going to try something. I want to see if shorter videos like the 10 to 15 minutes get more views or are watched in entirety more, because there's a lot that goes into the analytics. You know, sometimes I can do a 20-minute video and it's the average watch is like 7 minutes, and then I can do a 12-minute video and the average watch is like 9 minutes. So go figure. But anyways, I decided that the power and safety needed to be split into 2. I hope you don't mind. And also, I was letting you know that I've done budget and personal story. And gosh, the dogs are going crazy right now. I guess they're ready to either come to class or to leave class. But anyways, we'll just talk over them. They only last for a couple seconds at a time usually. Bunny Trail, where was I? I was mentioning that I've done all these different classes. I'm not sure the organization of them now. As I'm looking back, I'm putting things like my personal story and budget, which I feel are, and where I sleep on Saturdays, because those are, Saturdays seem to be more watched, and then I'm doing the fill-ins during the week. Put in the comments, do you watch YouTube every day, or are you basically a weekend watcher? Just curious. I keep playing around with it and it keeps changing, and I don't know. But anyways, I figured that this would be good to do twice a week for the month of May. This is May Madness. Blast from the past, because it's my birthday month and I'm going back into the nomad journey, and that is where my heart is. I am in the midst of either selling my home, or it's already been sold, or I've got a plan B going on that I will share with you down the road. But in the meantime, with no further ado, let's get started on what's really like 6 items and then a couple bonus items of things on the road for safety. I am not including ropes and like tie downs and bungee cords. Not putting, even though I carry those things, I'm not adding that to the list. I'm more or less just showing you items that you purchase, if that makes any sense. But hey, let's get started. Safety list. Yay for sons and practical items. Got me this 7-in-1 emergency tool. I did have some notes on it. Well, let me see if I can remember. It is a blinker light, it's a flashlight, it's a window breaker, a seatbelt cutter. There's a little thing you can just slash the seatbelt. It has a USB on this side, USB, and it's magnetic. It will hang on the outside of your rig or your car and be a blinker for you. And it has the crank for power. And I think I covered just about everything that this 7-in-1 tool will do. Again, you can find this in my store. While we're on to son, he also got me a tire gauge. Never had a tire gauge in my life. I'm 65 this month, and that's why I'm doing this May Madness blast from the past. Sometimes, you know, on your birthday, you look back like, where did all the time go? And what did I do? And where did I go? And so that's why I decided May would be a fun month for this. But never had a tire gauge, and I used this several times on the road. Awesome. Thank you, son. In addition to that, these were all gifts he got me right out of the gate. This is a portable folding and pickaxe shovel. It's a waist pack. You can actually put it on your waist on a belt, and yeah, it's a great entrenching tool for car emergencies. Check this out. Check it out. There's the pick, the shovel, locks in place. You got to tighten it, and away you go. Never had to use this, and I want to keep it that way. Say, you know what, and I never use the 7-in-1. You know, when you have tools like this, just like a gas can, I don't know, you're prepared and tend to never have to use them then. I'll take that. Fits nicely in this little pouch. In a future video, I'm going to show you where I store everything. It's all nice and neat and tucked away. This is 10 items altogether. So we've done 4 and 5, 6, 7. Number 8 is a little crank radio. When I was in Arizona back in 2019, I stopped by somebody's rig and he showed me his little radio and told me what a cool thing this is to have in an emergency. It is battery operated. You can get some radio on here just for some, I don't know, if you don't want to listen to the birds, you can listen to the radio, right? And it has a USB, nice little antenna here. Have I ever used it? No. But I like knowing it's there if I need it. I will tell you, I keep this on the side of my door, so I'm not tucking it away where I don't remember that I have it. And the shovel I keep right under my seat. So some things are just practical places where you want to store things. I keep this in my glove box. And also this is in my glove box. Maybe I won't share every little last thing here in the where I keep everything. Basically, I'll focus on the essentials that I did a few videos ago. I did essentials, and then I did nice things to have. I've done my budget. I've done my personal story. You can find all of those. I've put them in a playlist, and I will also put that link in the description so you can catch up with all these classes if you've missed something or if you're brand new. All right, so where are we at with, I think we're on to number 9. And of course, that would be the simplicity of a flashlight. Just a simple flashlight. I have a little spray thing here. Someone gave me probably 6 or 7 years ago. I don't even know if it still works. Should I try it? I'm not going to try it right now. But do these things, I could Google that question, huh? Do these things like dry up or whatever? And then when I went to the WRTR 2019, they said we needed to have a flashlight that had red because at nighttime this is not blinding for your eyes. So I've always had this red flashlight and then a regular flashlight. And yes, I've used both. Lost my phone one night and it was alongside the seat. Have you ever done that? Oh my gosh, panic mode, run to the bathroom twice, talk to the tenants on duty, talk to security, everybody. And then all of a sudden, lo and behold, it's sitting there right beside my seat. Well, I needed my flashlight for sure. You definitely lose things living in a car. That's a fact. All right, and then let's see, lastly is the pepper spray. This is something, again, that I've never used. Tear gas, red pepper, personal defense spray. I hope I know how to use it. Should ever that time come, I keep this in the console, and just a cool thing to have. On top of that, this year at the RTR, oh my gosh, please go back and watch some of those videos of the lovely people that volunteered. Somebody at a volunteer table had donated whistles for people. Yeah. And so now I can put this on my key ring and have this. And she said something about if you blow this a couple times or something, people will know it's an emergency. I'm going to have to go back and look at that. Or if you know in the comments, put that. But I don't know. If I have an emergency, I'm just going to be blowing this like crazy. And then one of you lovely followers gave me this little air horn, premium boat care. Oh my gosh. So that would be another, let's see. very loud. I probably just woke up all the neighbors and they're wondering, what the heck is Linda doing? Just kidding. All right, guys, I think that'll about do her as far as power and safety. I hope you learned something. I hope you continue to learn and you took some notes or you have a great memory. Go back and watch the others on the essentials. Really some good videos, I think. Everything is in my Rut to Revival Gypsy Soul Nomad Journey book also, and you're going to probably think, like, some of you might be like, why does she keep talking about her book? Well, you know what? First of all, there's new people, and second of all, we forget. And thirdly, in the world of sharing, they say people have to hear or see something 7 times before they'll act on it. So if this is your 7th time, I highly recommend you go to Amazon and check out Rut to Revival. At least read the reviews, the positive reviews. There's a couple stinky reviews there, and they're lies, and they are not verified purchases. So you fill in the blanks of the truth of people who just want to, you know, mess with you. Anyways, we pray for those people. In chapter 9, how and what of nomad life, I've got clothing, power, hygiene, budget, sleeping in a car, top basic essentials. See? Top 5 safety essentials, luxuries or necessities, a food haul, staples. That's just in chapter 9, guys. This has like 245 pages. It's my personal story where I reveal a lot of details about my life that I have never shared with anyone before. And I also then made it into a handbook. So you can have this as a guide for yourself. It comes in both the hard copy and it comes in the Kindle, and it's really, really cool. And I just give God all the glory for this book. This is not me. This is divine intervention. I could not have written 245 pages of a nomad journey without him and his divine intervention. So I praise God. I thank God for using me to make a difference. And I hope today that I have shared some good things with you that you will be thinking about, whether you are a beginner, a wannabe, or you're actually already on the road, whether part-time or full-time, that you've learned something today, and that you will continue to watch Serene and Simple Life. And of course, I always appreciate a thumbs up because that helps the algorithm, which in turn helps other people. And that's what we are here for, to serve others. Thank you, guys. I'm not going to give you a review on this one. I love you and I appreciate you. And as always, blessings in your day and joy in your journey. Oops. One more thing. A Swiss Army pocket knife. I forgot to dig that out of my SUV. It has a file and scissors and a knife all in one. And I think back in the day it came in 28 colors. So go get yourself a Swiss Army knife. It was something that my son asked me if I had out of the gate. And I was like, no, never used a knife before. He's like, Mom, you need a knife. Alrighty, guys, that's your bonus. Later.